On January 15, 2024, Elon Musk and Caroline Leavitt were spotted at a private crypto-themed restaurant in Austin. Insiders say they discussed breaking the legacy media machine over Wagyu steaks. Waiters reported hearing Musk say, "You predict the storms, I'll build the arcs." The NSA later redacted 78% of security footage. Leavitt allegedly handed Musk a three-point plan that exposed White House corruption via SpaceX satellites to flood X with prediction memes, to manipulate markets, deploy Neuralink to track politicians' lies. Musk's response: "Let's make the elites sweat." X engineers secretly developed an algorithm boosting Leavitt's predictions to 300 plus users. Internal docs show it. Tags her accurate forecasts with crystal ball verified profit. Shadowbans fact-checkers of her claims. Auto-generates attack threads against her critics. Tesla's Dojo supercomputer now runs Project Oracle, analyzing Leavitt's speech patterns to forecast. That stock crashes 72 hours before she mentions them. Migrant surges at specific borders dates when politicians will be indicted. A leaked Soros fund memo warns. Musk provides the tech, Leavitt the timing. Together, they're unstoppable. MSNBC panicked when 63% of their fact-checks against her were debunked by SpaceX satellite imagery. After CNN called Leavitt Musk's puppet, he live-tweeted their greenroom footage showing producers staging anti-GOP segments. Leavitt then predicted the network's ratings collapse, which occurred 11 days later. Patent filings reveal a Truth Cortex module that detects lies in real time using Leavitt's debate techniques, flags manipulative language in politicians' speeches, and could theoretically implant honesty impulses. Elite universities report secret societies studying their synergy. Yale's L&M Society initiation involves memorizing Leavitt's 2023 predictions, coding AIs that mimic Musk's disruption patterns, finding hidden links between Tesla patents and GOP strategy. Hours before the FAA investigated Starship, Leavitt tweeted, "Some rockets crash harder than others." Musk replied with, sparking insider trading probes as defense stocks soared. Their joint talk, Disrupting the Disruptors, was canceled for demonstrating how to bypass media gatekeepers, showing real-time deepfake detection of politicians, predicting which tech CEOs would be arrested next. Texas construction permits reveal underground complexes designed to withstand scenarios Leavitt forecasted. Financial system collapse, AI rebellions, targeted biological events. Leavitt reportedly handpicked journalists to receive Musk's next data dump, focused on a media collusion to silence populists, woke mind virus spread metrics to algorithms that boosted Biden in 2020. 2025 Cybertrucks include Leavitt mode, where the AI warns drivers about upcoming protest routes she predicted, stores facing woke bankruptcies, areas with future crime spikes. Google DeepMind's Project Muzzle aims to generate counter-predictions to dilute hers, to auto-edit videos to make her seem inaccurate, to flood searches with fact-checks before she speaks. TikTok analytics show hashtag Leavitt Musk 2024 gets 5B+ views from under 25s. Memes portray them as the Joker and Harley Quinn of politics, real-life Bond villains, but cool. The only adults who get it, that Musk launched gambling on Leavitt's forecasts. When she predicted a bank collapse, SEC filings show Citadel shorted those stocks 9 minutes before her tweet posted. Rumors swirl she's testing a chip that pulls data from Musk's Starlink satellites, projects debate opponents' weak points onto her retina, alerts her when listeners' cortisol spikes, aka lying, that they rented a villa overlooking WEF 2024 and live-streamed elites arriving in gas guzzlers, airdropped memes about Leavitt's next prediction. Projected, you're on clock. Onto the main hall. Draft legislation would ban media from editing their clips, grant X truth arbitration status, to fund AI to audit all government predictions, a S1 White House aide whispered. She knows what's coming. He can make it happen faster. The ultimate power couple doesn't just break systems, they rebuild them in their image. Leaked documents reveal Musk and Leavitt have established 12 clandestine war rooms across America. Staffed by ex-Google engineers and political strategists, these facilities that monitor global events in real time using Starlink feeds that generate 3D models of future scenarios Leavitt predicts, develop preemptive strike media campaigns. During a Biden press conference, the official stream suddenly cut to Leavitt listing his administration's 10 coming failures. Forensic analysis traced the hack to a Tesla server in Nevada. The Pentagon later confirmed it was an authorized cyber drill. X's new profit mode automatically that flags contradictory statements from politicians, that archives all predictions with time-stamped accuracy ratings, that rewards users who correctly bet on Leavitt's forecasts. Whistleblowers report Leavitt has undergone 7 brain mapping sessions where her prediction neural pathways were digitized. Musk's team created AI replicas of her intuition. The data was used to train self-driving Teslas to anticipate accidents. That Binance now offers futures tied to their joint predictions. When Leavitt tweeted, "Digital dollar coming," and Musk replied, "CBDC-related tokens surged 3,000% in 72 hours. A classified Pentagon presentation obtained by Wired shows that Leavitt's Ukraine timeline matching NATO worst-case scenarios, that Musk's satellite data predicting Russian troop movements, a slide titled "Civil War Triggers," with their faces beside X as command center. Wikipedia's edit logs show Musk funded AIs automatically, adjusting accuracy percentages for her predictions, deleting disputed tags from her prescient warnings, adding confirmed by events banners to her old tweets, that after Leavitt predicted the next GameStop will destroy hedge funds, Musk tweeted at 3 obscure companies. The resulting squeeze liquidated $12 billion in short positions, exactly as her models forecasted. From converted Walmart stores to decommissioned missile silos, 47 facilities now teach that Leavitt's prediction methodologies, that Musk's disruption playbooks, how to bypass establishment truth filters. SEC filings show BlackRock attempted to launch an index fund tracking assets, Leavitt mentions. It was blocked after backtesting showed 890% annual returns, too destabilizing for markets. Studio heads held emergency meetings about that canceling anti-Musk/Leavitt scripts, the recutting films to remove prediction tropes, that a proposed thriller where she stops 9/11, shelved as too plausible. That when 2.3 million users correctly bet on Leavitt's midterm forecasts, sportsbooks suffered record losses. Caesar's Palace now employs Leavitt risk analysts to adjust odds in real time. 72 hours before a foiled plot, she tweeted, "Some want me silent. They'll try on Thursday." The would-be attacker was found with Google searches for how to beat prediction models. Factories prepositioned for scenarios she forecasts. AI trained to reallocate resources based on her warnings. A secret apocalypse mode, activating if she predicts societal collapse. Gen Z activists are tattooing prediction dates on their arms, hosting prepper parties for her disaster forecasts, using Musk's Grok AI to fact-check teachers in real time. Nate Silver's final 538 article conceded. Leavitt's crowdsourced accuracy makes traditional polling obsolete. The White House now checks PredictIt before making announcements. Establishment groups are generating fake Leavitt prediction failures, hacking smart displays to show incorrect timelines, paying actors to claim "she warned me about" false event, tokenized forecasts on X. Appreciate in value as accuracy is confirmed. Grant access to private prediction channels. Fund truth bounties for whistleblowers. Stanford's new department analyzes her linguistic patterns for predictive markers, the neuroscience of political intuition, how to replicate her models in AI systems. As Musk's AI begins anticipating Leavitt's predictions before she voices them, philosophers warn, we're creating an oracle loop that could collapse causality itself. Elementary schools report students playing prediction tag. Whoever forecasts playground events correctly gets crowned mini Leavitt. A viral TikTok shows first graders analyzing snack time patterns with flowcharts. The DOE has banned unauthorized forecasting activities after kids predicted 92% of cafeteria menus. Leaked research identifies a neural pattern in Leavitt's brain scans called sequence anticipation lobe activation. Musk scientists are reverse engineering it for AI, with side effects including Tesla's accidentally predicting traffic lights 3 seconds early. In 23 major cities, secret meetups host accuracy duels using Leavitt's methodologies. Black Swan prediction brawls, training sessions with ex-intelligence analysts. Arizona allowed her team to analyze crime stats using prediction models, deploy cops to locations 6 hours before crimes occurred, reduce felonies by 38% in the trial district, autonomous quadcopters that livestream events. Leavitt mentions auto-edit footage to highlight accurate forecasts, physically block journalists disputing her claims. Biohackers claim her prescience comes from that only eating foods harvested during solar storms. That a Tesla-engineered electrolyte mix that Neuralink calibrated micronutrient dosing. A Caesars now offers bets on which body part she'll point with during speeches, how many blinks before dropping a prediction bomb, whether Musk will react within 15 minutes. Planned for 2026 with events like disaster forecasting biathlons, stock market precognition sprints, Black Swan prediction hurdles. Superfans get inked with dates of her most prescient predictions, profit percentile scores, real-time crypto tickers of assets she mentions. The chatbot now auto-completes Leavitt's tweets with 89% accuracy, flags upcoming events matching her patterns, has developed an eerie synthetic voice resembling hers. Properties where she's given interviews appreciate 2,700% overnight. A Kansas bungalow she mentioned now has a prediction shrine, attracting 400 daily pilgrims. Blueprints show that Faraday cage prediction-free zones. AI that scrubs her forecasts from comms. A constitutional ban on precognitive governance. Cult-like groups burn almanacs in ignorance ceremonies, where jammers to block forecasting signals. Worship the unknowable now. Smart fabrics that change color based on event probability. Display countdowns to forecasted crises. Include emergency gear for disasters she predicts. The Lakers' new staffer uses her models to predict opponent injuries 48 hours early. Forecast referee bias patterns that anticipate fan mood swings affecting performance. Rehab centers report surges in patients. Obsessively tracking Leavitt's every word. Experiencing withdrawal without forecast fixes. Having prophecy psychosis, hallucinations. TrueSeer matches users by prediction success rates. Methodology compatibility. Ability to withstand Black Swan relationships. TSA PreCheck ++ for travelers who correctly predict security wait times. Can recite her top 5 forecasts. Pass pattern recognition test. A shadow network smuggling. Banned forecasting textbooks. Unreleased Leavitt speeches. Dangerously accurate. Children to safe houses. Geopolitical analysts warn of China's state-mandated counterprophecy camps. EU's accuracy suppression acts. UN debates on banning weaponized foresight. Ivy League universities now offer full-ride scholarships to applicants who can demonstrate Leavitt-level predictive abilities. The entrance exam involves forecasting campus events, professor behaviors, and stock movements. Harvard's first recipient predicted the dean's resignation 14 days early, down to the exact hour. New vehicles automatically reroute around. Future accident zones, predicted via Leavitt models. Protest locations 48 hours before they formed at areas with upcoming societal instability events. Crypto anarchists created a prediction-backed digital currency where value fluctuates based on her forecast accuracy. Miners solve future event puzzles. Elon Musk's XPay now accepts it for blue checks. The controversial film casts AI-generated young Meryl Streep as Leavitt, uses deepfakes to show what-if scenarios, was protested by 23 activist groups for dangerous glorification that luxury facilities offer. Unseeing chambers to detox from future knowledge. Neuralink recalibration sessions that support groups for people who predicted personal tragedies. Contestants compete to survive her predicted disaster scenarios, solve puzzles based on future events, win a spot in Musk's actual Mars colony. The Church of Present Bliss teaches meditation techniques to block foresight, burning of almanacs as sacrament. That Leavitt is the Antichrist of chronology. Las Vegas casinos now scan social media for prediction patterns, limit wagers from accounts following her, employ temporal risk analysts to adjust odds. Products boasting prediction verified expiration dates, future-proof design warranties. Leavitt certified investment advice. Randomization algorithms to disrupt pattern recognition. Live in the now. Meditation streams bans on anyone sharing future forecasts. After athletes were caught. Microdosing Neuralink prototypes. Hacking event scheduling systems. Bribing judges with future stock tips. New curriculum teaches. Leavitt's prediction methodologies. Musk's disruption frameworks. How to monetize personal foresight. Dark web forums sell. Leavitt's unpublished forecasts. $2 million plus. Accuracy enhancer Neuralink mods. Banned prediction algorithms. Counts down to. Her next major prediction. Forecasted societal collapse events. Musk singularity milestones. Medical teams using prediction models to anticipate patient emergencies 72 hours early. Schedule surgeries during optimal outcome windows. Stock medications for forecasted disease outbreaks. New statutes. Ban use of forecasts in financial trading. Limit how far ahead media can speculate. Create prediction-free zones in cities. Clinics offer profits gaze, eyelid adjustments. Future readiness, facial restructuring. Neuralink-compatible scalp implants. Autonomous weapons that strike based on predicted enemy movements. It can be pre-programmed with Leavitt's war forecasts that create self-fulfilling prophecy battlefields. Biohackers eating. Chronologically aligned meal timing. Neuralink boosting nootropics. Future-proof, genetically modified foods that experts warn of. Society collapsing when forecasts reach 100% accuracy. Time paradoxes from acting on future knowledge to the end of free will itself. Elite kindergartens now teach toddlers pattern recognition using modified Tesla AI toys. The curriculum includes future story time, where children guess what happens next in stories, with the most accurate predictors getting mini profit badges. A 4-year-old recently predicted a playground slide collapse 8 minutes before it happened. New algorithms automatically detect and suppress paradoxical predictions. Flag users exhibiting Leavitt-level foresight. To create alternate timelines in VR simulations. Markets froze when 78% of traders only acted on Leavitt-verified forecasts. Factories halted production awaiting optimal future dates. Consumers refused purchases until stability windows. Black market Neuralink variants that inject nanopredictors into cerebral fluid, stimulate temporal lobes with electromagnetic pulses, show a 300% accuracy boost, with 42% mortality rate. The NBA now adjusts games to match Leavitt's entertainment forecasts. Drafts players based on future performance algorithms. Awards profit points for plays that fulfill predictions. Radicals who live in Faraday cage communities, only use analog technology, have developed memory wiping techniques. Wear avatars. Wear outfits that change with future trends. Earn crypto for accurate event forecasting. Can attend virtual prediction duels. In the end, the only prediction that mattered was the one nobody saw coming. That humanity would trade all its tomorrows for the tyranny of knowing them too well. We stand at the precipice of a new epoch, not of enlightenment, but of endless anticipation. The cruel joke of our time is that in gaining the power to see all possible futures, we lost the ability to truly experience any present. Perhaps the final wisdom lies not in predicting what comes next, but in remembering why we ever wanted to know in the first place.